Hello again, Travis Simlinger here, coming to you from Progressive Coaching. And today I want to talk about another extremely important topic. And this is the presenting problem versus the real problem. Okay, this often happens when a client will come to us for coaching or for therapy. It also happens internally, like we present a problem to ourselves that isn't actually the real problem. Because often we are too afraid. It's always a fear that stops us taking action. Normally we're too afraid to look at the real problem. Okay, so I want to give you a anecdotal metaphor to highlight this, because it is a very powerful metaphor, I believe, and I know from working with clients, I use this metaphor all the time. I originally heard about it, or read about it, sorry, in Michael Singer's book, An Untethered Soul, many years ago. So I'll share this story with you now, and this is the story of the thorn. So I want you to imagine that you have a big thorn in your arm, and it brushes up against a nerve when it's bumped, and it's very painful. It's affecting your sleep. You can't go outside and go for a walk because you're afraid that someone could bump into it. It definitely stops you having personal relationships, because someone could, especially an intimate relationship, I mean, they could bump your thorn and cause you severe pain. So you decide to take some actions, though, to try to, get some more freedom into your life. So first of all, you deal with the sleep. So you're having trouble sleeping with this thorn, you roll onto it and you bump it and it hurts. So you get to work and you spend a week designing this apparatus, this box, and another week making it, and you make this box around your thorn. And it's very good, and now you can sleep. You can remove the box to have a shower and everything, but you can wear it on your arm, and it protects your thorn. But now at least you can have a good night's sleep. So you start to get a little bit more energy, and then you think, well, that's good. I want some more freedom now. I want to go for a walk in the forest, but the problem is that the branches are going to brush up against my thorn and cause me all sorts of pain. But being the engineering person that you are, you think, yeah, no problem. What I'll do is I'll upgrade this box for a start so that I can, wear it outside. At the moment, it's just for in the bed, but I'll make it more robust. And I'll also trim back all the branches in the forest. That's going to take me 6 months, but I'm going to trim back all the branches in the forest, and I'll probably have to do it regularly because they'll grow back. It's going to be a full-time job, but I'm going to do that, upgrade the box, and you do that, and you think, look at the freedom I've got now. I can go for a walk. I'm sleeping better. I'm really turning things around. Then what happens is one day on your walk in the forest, you meet someone, and you develop feelings for this person. Ultimately, you feel in love and engage in a relationship with this person. But then there's a real problem, isn't there? Because, I mean, this box is not going to protect from, you want to have physical contact. Before, you could just trim the branches back and everything was great, but now you want to be able to have physical contact with a person. So you upgrade your box, you think, don't worry, I know what to do. I've done this before. You upgrade the box, you make it even more robust this time. You have to put a wheel on it to support it so you can walk around, because it's such a robust box now. You never need to take this off. You're completely protected. You can go out in public, intimate relationship, all well and good, you think. Look at my newfound freedom. And of course, you've got to upgrade your house because the box is very large with the wheel and everything. So you've got to widen all your door frames. Strengthen certain pillars in the house to, so you can move around with this large contraption. And you think, look at this freedom that I now have. But do you have freedom, or have you made this a full-time job for yourself? You start to wonder. And that's the story of the thorn. And when I tell people this, they say, but Trav, how ridiculous. Why didn't the person just remove the thorn in the first place? And I say, yes, it is ridiculous, isn't it? I don't know. Maybe you could give me some idea why, because isn't this true that this is what most people do when they have a problem? They actually protect their problem. They put barriers up around them instead of opening. Okay, or they lash out, or they blame someone else. They do all these things. And what this actually does, when, especially when a person puts a barrier around themselves, they're protecting their thorn, because ultimately the problem is at an emotional level, which is in here. And the person does all these things out of fear of disturbing their problem, of disturbing their thorn. And the way out of this is, well, first of all, they need to face the truth. The truth will set you free. First, it will piss you off, but then it will set you free. And they need to see the truth that there is a thorn there, because otherwise they're not dealing with the real problem. They're presenting a problem that doesn't actually exist. Okay, it's like they're running east, hoping to see a sunset, going in the polar opposite direction, making less freedom for themselves and telling themselves that they're making freedom for themselves, making themselves free. The only true ticket to freedom is to remove the thorn, obviously. But when people create a story and they get stuck in their story, they're protecting their thorn. When they get defensive and lash out at people, they're protecting their thorn. Okay, when they blame other people, they're protecting their thorn. When they close instead of open, they're protecting their thorn. They limit their life, they are protecting their thorn. So the way out of it is to see the truth that there is a thorn there. And second of all, to ask yourself, what is it that I'm so afraid of that stops me from removing this thorn? What is the fear that is blocking me? Because the answer to that question is the start of freedom, because then we're at the real problem. Then we're starting to look at the real problem. And most people don't even want to look at their real problem. They block it down in the unconscious, but it comes to the surface anyway. Hope I've given you something to think about there. Please give the video a like and a subscribe, share it. Please share it with people that you think could benefit from this. This is the kind of information that isn't taught in schools. And this is the kind of information that can really help a person to be free. This can be life-changing when a person looks at a situation in a different way, where they see it for what it really is, instead of a presenting problem, a problem that didn't actually exist, and they get to the real problem. Thanks, everybody. Wish you well. See you in the next video. And most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Cheers.